Follow the PGA Tour playoffs for the FedEx Cup. Get exclusive live scoring and point standings only at PGAtour.com.
Just a moment ago, Hunter Mahan trying to close out with a birdie.
This moves about 4 inches right. If you hit it.
65 for Mahan, playing with Verplank, who hit it in there tight.
Couple under for the day, maybe going to 3 under. Yeah. 67, not bad. It's amazing. You shoot 66, 68, 67 and only be seen for 10 seconds.
Well, over at 15, Calcavecchia getting ready for an eagle try here, which could tie him with Tiger Woods.
It's got just inside 18 feet down the hill, so it'll be a little on the quick side. And it may want to turn a little to his right. Not much, though.
Well, there's been 13 eagles at this hole, so why not one more? Oh, and that was absolutely in the heart. Little smile from Calc there. Tiger's getting a kick out of it as well.
I tell you what, he's got a chance to shoot in the low 60s now. That puts him 8 under par for the day. He's looking at 62 right now without doing anything else.
80 pounds more and 17 years older.
He's got a chance to shoot 59. It's pretty rare, but, you know, he could do it. He's got to bury the next 3.
He is a lot of fun to watch play. We really enjoyed doing the Pods Championship earlier this year when Calc broke back into the winner's circle. There he is out 4 under 31, and then birdie, birdie, and then eagle. So 4 under on the back 9, and still with 3 holes left.
As we go over to 16, and Sergio Garcia in a little bit of trouble here. He's driven it left of the left fairway bunkers, Johnny, into the rough.
Yeah, he's got to see if he
tree trouble there. Yeah.
You think he can spin it out of this stuff? You know, you're an expert on this kind of grass.
Well, if it's sitting down, it's going to be very difficult.
He could get a jumper too, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's from 199 yards. Oh, he says, how good is that? It's going to stop. That's a heck of a shot.
You got to enjoy your good ones, Gary. I really believe that's
the truth.
There's a lot of wisdom in that comment. I'm telling you, you got to enjoy your good shots, folks. Don't say it's about time.
Well, MetLife has today's round covered end to end with great shots from the blimp Snoopy 3. Whether tackling the hazards of the course or the uncertainties of life, MetLife has you covered. Look at that. Yeah, is that
a cameo by Woodstock?
It might be.
Well, that's the, you know, the big 20-year celebration, so.
Yeah.
That'd be flying pretty close to its number with this wind helping.
223 left. Uphill, obviously, and a shot that really sets up well for him. It sets up to slide one in left or right, which is what he likes to do.
Woody's got to start making a move here if he's going to be in it for tomorrow. Full 7 behind.
Fastball leaking a little bit right.
Uh-oh, don't get out of the way, people. That's going to be a tough fly where everybody's walked off the green.
Tee at 16.
And Calcavecchia on the tee, Mark.
And a good shot shape for this hole for Calcavecchia.
Uh-oh.
Got it going down the left.
Oh, that ball just hangs right above the sand, Gary. So he'll have a poor lie and be very much above the ball.
All right, back at 15.
And Tiger ready, Raj.
Has driven it way on the upslope here. 197 left of the hole.
Real steep into that, took a huge divot. Real deep divot.
It's on a pretty good line. If it gets up, no. It stays up above, but no, it falls back into the bunker.
He got into that ground. He just swung right into the slope. That's how you can hurt yourself, is by trying to hit it low on an upslope. Makes your divot really deep and really puts a lot of stress on your wrist and elbow and shoulder.
So Calcavecchia eagles the 15th, and we saw the nice wry smile by the 47-year-old veteran. And then Tiger saying, guy never works out. I do all this work. What's up with that? Tiger out of the bunker with his third at the par 5 15th.
Beautiful lie here.
Chalk up another birdie for Tiger. He moves it to 18 under with a tap in. And he's all of a sudden 5 under on his round. And again, after a first round of 64 and a second round of 63. Remember, he ended the BMW last week with a 63. So this is a torrid stretch of golf.
He's making it look easy today because he really hasn't made any putts to speak of, huh, Roger? Just hasn't made a lot of the putts he did.
He hasn't been the highlight reel of the day. It's been other guys, but Tiger's still 5 under on the day, 16.
Garcia, lengthy putt for birdie. This one goes hard to the left, Johnny. Most of the guys have underread the break.
Look at that thing go.
Yeah. It just doesn't look like it'll move that much.
Pretty good par, though, after the tee shot.
Yes, sir. Back to 15.
Woody Austin's third.
Kind of a funny little lie. That's where everybody exited the green. Ball was sitting down, and it just came out with no spin at all.
And just even par for the day, playing with Tiger. Roger, he needs this putt. It's not a hard putt, just barely moves right, but he's got to make this putt.
We're going to go to 16.
And it looks like Calcavecchia is going to be forced to lay up here, Mark.
Something he usually doesn't do.
Yeah, probably has no choice. Poor lie.
Yeah, very poor lie. He had tree trouble ahead of him, too, Gary. So he's probably got as good a chance from there as if he had tried to get up to the green and ended up short and in the rough someplace.
All right, up at the green, Sergio Garcia for his par. Talked about his improved putting. He's now gone a streak of 205 straight holes without a 3-putt. Last 3-putt was on the 10th hole in the 4th round of the opening event of the FedEx Cup Barclays.
Wow, that says a lot, huh?
Yeah, how about that?
That's a pretty good month of putting.
Yes, it is. So we go back to 15.
And the birdie try for Woody Austin, who told us last night, he says, you know, I've been an underachiever the last 10 years. So when everybody got all excited about his second at the PGA Championship, that's the kind of play that Woody Austin's been expecting out of himself.
Straight in, Woody. Oh.
So a par for Austin, a birdie for Tiger. That's 3 birdies in the last 5 holes for Tiger, by the way. While Woody has been not progressing up the leaderboard. 8 behind Tiger as they head to the 16th. Have a look here, Johnny.
Yeah, he does something here. I'm not sure if he missed the first try, but I think he missed it. That's a miss. Nobody is that good to make that you could not do that and stop it there. It's impossible. In other words, the first one, he comes down, and you couldn't do that if you tried. Tiger Woods couldn't do that and stop it a half an inch short of the ball in that fast of motion.
Well, I didn't look at it as close as you did, but it almost looked like he was just bracing.
I don't know. I don't know how anybody could do that on purpose. You'd have to be so talented.
Well, he's pretty talented. He says he's got great hand-eye coordination, but, you know.
Well, let's take a look at it and see what I'm showing you.
Let's take another look at this.
Watch this. I mean,
Gary, what do you think
to be able to do this?
Well, I think he makes a stroke right there and stabs it into the ground.
On the second look,
and then he taps it in.
Johnny.
I think that was a whiff.
Yeah.
I think there was an intent to try to tap that ball in, and he caught the ground and it stopped it.
I mean, nobody could do that on purpose, you know, Gary, and say I wasn't trying.
I don't think so either, John.
Second look, I think you're right, Johnny.
Yeah.
All right, Calcavecchia's third shot, 112 yards, Mark.
He is, Gary. Going going to try and spin this one back a little bit.
Well, here it comes. He spins it as much as anybody. So he'll have a reasonable chance to save par. Had a little fun with Calc on Wednesday, Dan, and we'll talk about that in a second. As we go back to the tee with Tiger Woods, he's had trouble driving it here. He misses it to the right. He has done it both of the first 2 rounds.
This ball going a little right here.
And that one will just hang in there. So Tiger Woods okay at the 16th. He's got the 1-shot lead over Mark Calcavecchia. It's the 3rd round of the Tour Championship, and we'll be right back. And we're back at the 16th. Calcavecchia with this putt for a par. And Dan, I was about to tell you a little story on Wednesday. I emceed the clinic for the guys as the Pro-Am was canceled, and Calc was hitting some drivers for us. And he says, Gary, I'm playing so bad, I'm actually thinking about having to practice, which is, you don't hear that often out of Mark. So he has turned it around in a hurry.
He's that kind of player. He does his own program.
All right. Right to left breaking putt here, Mark.
It is, Gary, from 17 feet.
He's got it out there high enough. Oh, man, what a good putt.
That should have gone in.
That was a good putt. Almost every player has underread the break there. So the poor tee shot is going to cost him at least a stroke.
Well, we were speculating about whether that was actually an attempt by Woody Austin at the previous hole. Our Roger Maltby did ask Woody Austin, what did you make at the par 5 15th? And Woody responded with 5. So that would tell you that Woody doesn't think that that was a stroke, that he was just tapping in for his par 5. Had he thought what we thought, it would have been a bogey 6 for Woody. Roger, is that correct?
Yes, Woody said, you know, he slammed the putter down behind the ball and then tapped it in. So it appears that he feels there was no intent to strike the ball. So he says he made 5.
Take another look here at coming up to the ball. Is this a stroke? Oof. Not so if you're Woody Austin.
And we'll move up to 17, where Sergio Garcia has a second shot of 172 yards. Back center hole location here. And I would think, Johnny, probably no more than a 7-iron for Sergio, choking up on it just a little bit.
It's a lot of lag and a lot of hit. That was a nice smooth swing. Is it going to come back, Gary?
Well, the wind's blowing left to right, so let's see if it holds it out there. And it does.
A lot of shade on this green.
Just a footnote to the Woody Austin situation. He's going to be notified by officials to take a look at the videotape to just verify what he at least told Roger Maltby a few moments ago. So we'll see if he thinks differently after he sees it. You know, but that's either you were making a stroke or not.
Yeah, only Woody could know.
It's not
for
like
sure.
videotape changes your mind in that instance.
Yeah.
All right, Calcavecchia for a bogey. This would drop him 2 off the lead of Tiger.
First bogey in 20 holes for Calc.
So you got Calc within 2. The next best is 5 behind.
All right, back in the fairway. Appears that Woody Austin will be first to play, Roger.
He is 190 yards left to the hole. And all these holes in the backside run parallel. Today, you're either downwind or directly into the wind, it seems. And this into the wind. Plays downhill a little bit. This ball leaking right.
greenside bunker. It's a number of iron shots, Johnny, this back nine he's come out of.
Yeah, he has. He takes it back right up the line and then comes straight down on the ball, leaves the face open.
All right, Tiger Woods' lie appears to be all right, Roger.
It is good. 186. Lie
Really
certainly not an issue.
stood really close to it, Gary.
This ball just right of the hole.
Oh, yeah, another beautiful iron shot. Controlling the distance just incredibly well. Well, Woods with a two-shot lead, and he'll have a birdie putt at 16 and a chance to increase it when we come back.
Yo, who got it better than me? Better line on the block, rolling VIP. Thick whip, thick rims, fat rocks, I got 'em. Shining like a superstar from top to bottom. You need a sugar daddy, I'm the Mac. And if you need a dollar, holla, cause I got a whole stack. What? Rolling VIP. What? Rolling VIP.
Better night.
What?
Fries.
Life comes at you fast.
Thank you.
A nationwide annuity could guarantee you income for life.
Nationwide is on your side.
What is it? Looks like a giant ball of cables. It's getting bigger! It's getting bigger!
Ned, what does it all mean?
It means we got an IBM Blade Center. The smartest way to optimize our IT. Easier to deploy, more flexible. We don't need all those cables anymore.
The IBM Blade Center and quad-core Intel Xeon processor.
The ability to recognize and react to a threat. This is pre-collision intelligence. This is the pursuit of perfection.
Tom Brady and his Patriots trade touchdowns with LT and the Chargers. Chargers. Patriots. Sunday night on NBC. Are you America's best fantasy football player? It's not too late to sign up for the free NBCSports.com $100,000 fantasy challenge at 100K.NBCSports.com.
And welcome back at the par 4 17th. Mark Calcavecchia off the tee. Tough driving hole for him. Likes to work it left to right. Hole shapes the other way.
He tried to draw it, Gary, but it just went dead straight.
He doesn't draw many. So we move back to 16 and Austin's third shot.
Has drawn a good lie.
And just lobs it out of the bunker, lets it release down to the hole, and good shot by Austin. They'll have a chance to save par. And we take a look at the longest putts that Tiger made in round 1, 32 feet 7 inches. Round 2, 70 feet 4 inches. That was for eagle at the 9th, and today just 6 feet 9 inches. And incredibly, Johnny, he's still 5 under par.
That's what I mean. He's knocked it stiff, and then he's just nailed the par 5s, you know, so it's just been a very easy round for Tiger Woods. He's 5 under today, going on 6 with this nice little putt.
And that's not a tough one. This one going to break just a little bit to his left.
A guy's been making this, Gary. Does it break more than you think?
No, not really, Johnny. Surprisingly, because it's back uphill. It's not speed being the issue, but a lot of guys have had trouble reading the break.
Are they under-reading it?
Well, I've seen both. Yeah, I have. I've seen guys get it off the hole and it not turn, and then others, if they lose speed, it'll break underneath it.
I don't have it as breaking that much.
I
right
agree.
Edge or something, Roger, just outside?
I've got it right on the top edge in front.
Yeah, it doesn't break that much, I don't think. You'd think it would. See if he takes the low line, as he calls it.
Nicely done. Just the third birdie here at 16 all day.
A fist pump.
Yeah. The lead now 3.
He's got both hands on the FedEx Cup.
Tiger Woods now has 6 one-putts in a row, though. There's not long putts, but 6 putts in a row nevertheless.
Up at 17, Garcia, lengthy putt for birdie 3. This one will be turning to his left, especially as he gets near the hole.
Sergio!
Oh, yeah! Sergio! That moves Sergio to 14 under. He's 6 under on his round today. And back at 16, Austin for his par.
This would be for his 3rd up and in for a bunker today, and even 4 for 4 for the week.
Good save. But he now falls 9 shots off the lead.
And this Tour Championship is being brought to you by Coca-Cola. By FedEx, proudly bringing you the FedEx Cup. And by Pacific Life, for insurance, annuities, and investments. Choose Pacific Life, the power to help you succeed. Yeah, what a Saturday it's been here. A 60 by Zach Johnson. Birdies all over the place. Tiger getting hot here on the back 9. 4 under on the back with 17 and 18 left.
It's like a year in review highlight reel in one day.
I think Dominique Wilkins has to step aside for the human highlight film today. All these guys. That's KJ Choi finishing up at 18. He was one of the guys that had a chance coming into this Tour Championship. Mathematical chance. Look at that. A 75 today. That is one of 5 bogeys for KJ.
Nothing can go right for him today.
And 17.
Calcavecchia getting ready with his second shot. And Mark, the fairway bunkers over there seem to have been fluffed up pretty good. Has he got a decent lie, or is it sitting down?
It's sitting down just a little bit. You know, this is the same bunker that Zach Johnson played out of when he hit that tremendous shot an hour or so ago. Calls for a little low draw, actually, back to the hole location. He's got 185 yards. The ball is above his feet.
Here's a good look. The ball nestled down just a little bit, and a low draw is not Calc's specialty.
No, it is not. We'll see if he decides to go the other way.
He hits about 1 a year of those, I think, by accident. He hits down on it, though. That helps.
Yeah, they tried to turn it over, but it didn't quite happen. Hangs up in the fringe up there.
We'll go up to 18.
And Sergio Garcia, 6 under on his round, looking at the 223-yard par 3. Sergio's worked himself up into solo 3rd.
Going with a 3-iron. That's a big 3-iron. He can hit his long irons a mile with the lag he gets coming down. Not a very big guy, really, but tremendous force he puts on the shaft coming down. Really stresses the shaft with that lag.
You can see he's projected at the 8th spot in the FedEx Cup points.
That's as hard as he can hit one there with a 3-iron. And that's a heck of a shot. That's really a fine shot.
And by the way, the 8th spot is a $600,000 payoff in the FedEx Cup bonus payout. And back over to 17.
And Tiger Woods on the tee and a draw. The ideal shot. Johnny just taking it off those bunkers.
You know, it's funny, his practice swings, he was had the face very open on the practice swing, like he was going to play maybe a stinger or a cut.
Well, we'll see. He has yet to hit this fairway in either of the first 2 rounds.
See where he's standing? He's standing so that his mark is here, like he's going to peel a little cut shot out there.
He's also teeing it up on the right side, which would make you believe that too. And that is the shot he's played, the cut right up the right center.
Yeah, you could see it on his practice swing, the way he was cutting across it and leaving that face open on his 2 practice swings.
Up to 18.
Defending champion Adam Scott coming off the bogey at 17.
And here's another turbo boost 3-iron. Beautiful golf swing, just as good as you can swing.
Boy, is that a beauty.
And as good as you can hit it. Those are 2 great shots. One really great.
17.
Mark Calcavecchia eyeing the situation. Mark, did his ball stop kind of up on top of that little knob that runs through the middle of the green there?
It did, Gary, and he's got a couple of issues to deal with. The first is he's got to put it through this newly soft area that has been repaired in the last few weeks. So it could be a little bumpy before it gets on the green. Then the problems really begin. It's got 3 breaks to it. It goes left at first, back to the right in the middle of the putt, and then back to the left at the hole.
And the other thing, Johnny, I always felt like putting into the shadows was not that easy.
No.
Hard to pick up the little nuances of the green.
I think he would take 4 and head over to the 18th tee immediately.
Yeah, some of his tee shots have made it, last couple holes made it pretty tough for him.
See his eyes trying to track the line that he wants the ball to take.
He might have got a little excited when he made that eagle, you know, at 15. Don't you think that happens a lot of times? He's thinking, man, I'm challenging Tiger. I just made eagle.
Well, not too badly done, but still a little work left. He's going to remain at 16 under.
Believe it or not, Calcavecchia is second in putting this week through this hole. Gary, that's through 49 holes. That's some pretty juicy stat there. A few more holes than that, actually.
Well, concerning Woody Austin, we told you that the officials would be taking a look at the videotape of his par tap-in at the 15th hole, and the PGA Tour officials deemed the videotape inconclusive. But they are gonna ask Woody if he wants to take a look at this again. This is after Woody missed the birdie putt. Did he take a try at it right there? Or was that just bracing it behind the ball very closely and tapping in for par? Woody again has told Roger Maltby that he took a 5 on the hole, and so he doesn't think that was a stroke, which was a par at the par 5 15th. So again, he's going to be asked about it if he wants to take a look at it after his round. But it's his word in the end that will stand. Officials say it's inconclusive. So Sergio for birdie at 18. This to finish with 3 birdies in the last 4 holes. Look at that 1-putt streak.
Not that hard a putt, just moves left. It probably was just 1 to 2 inches outside right edge, and he played it about 5.
So on this par 70 course, 6 under 64 for Garcia. Second straight 64.
25 putts today, and I think he probably figured he'd make that one. You can see.
Back at 17.
Calcavecchia's short putt for par. Nicely holed, so he remains 16 under, but 3 back. At 18.
A little closer than Garcia, tapping in for birdie. Scott +1 today. So you got all these guys shooting lights out, and then you got, you know, some of the best players in the world, Johnny, still, you know, right around par. And so, you know, I mean, they're making it look easy, but it's not like you can just waltz around out here and shoot a low number.
No, you have to hit quality shots. These guys are really on top of their game, a lot of them right now.
17.
Austin's second shot.
195. This one missed the fairway by about an inch, if that. This ball turning a little left of the hole.
And safely into the center of the green.
And Gary, before you guys call the next shot on Tiger, just for the record, if he finishes birdie here, he would tie the all-time PGA Tour record for 54 holes with a 189 total. John Cook, 96 Memphis, Calcavecchia in Phoenix in 01, and Tommy Armour at the Texas Open in 03. So just something to keep track of as Tiger comes home.
Has left himself just 154 yards to the hole here.
Yeah, he's getting some swirly wind, though. You're trying to look like it's coming from the right, but it should be coming from the other side as we go up to 18.
Calc's ready.
And it's swirling here, too.
He's got a 7-under round going.
This one is high, but it's headed toward the right-hand side.
That was a big 300 for Calcavecchia, Mark. I think that he would just have to pound that to get it there.
Back to 17.
Tiger's ready.
Wind settled back into its left to right pattern, and this going left to the hole.
And that comes up well short. Tiger Woods not particularly happy with that one, but he's got plenty of them that he's been happy with. He leads by 3. We'll be right back.
Beautiful Saturday here in Atlanta, Georgia. Third round of the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola continues. First ever PGA Tour playoffs for the FedEx Cup. $10 million bonus to be handed out tomorrow to Mr. Woods. He's got the 3-shot lead over Mark Calcavecchia, 5 over Garcia. And of course, Woods came into this final event securely in the top spot on the points list. So all those other scenarios of Mickelson and Stricker and KJ Choi and Sabatini just not happening. And that means good things for Tiger Woods, who's lining up his birdie at 17.
And left with a putt of just under 40 feet, Roger.
And a putt that is uphill slightly, a little on the slow side. I would think this putt doesn't do a whole lot. It might move a little bit to the right along the way.
That's a pretty good call, Roger. There's not a lot of break.
It moved a little in the left to the middle.
At the cup as it died, yeah.
Yeah, that was an excellent putt as we go up to 18.
And Calc working from the bunker.
Got a good lie over here in this right bunker. He does have to factor in the slope on the green, though. It will kick the ball left once it gets on there.
This isn't 50 feet 9 inches, is it, Mark?
No, it is not. It's 52 feet 0 inches.
Referring to your earlier call when Zach Johnson had a chance for 59 from that distance. Pretty good shot by Calc. So it looks like he's going to put 16 under on the board. In the clubhouse 3 behind Tiger. And back to 17.
And Woody Austin with this putt for birdie. And Johnny, it's funny, when I watch his putting stroke, I don't see the same tempo in his stroke that you see in his swing. You know, the slow back and then the acceleration through. You think of great putters. Ben Crenshaw was slow back, slow through, kind of matched his full swing. Nick Price had that 1-2 quick tempo in his swing, had the same thing in his putting stroke.
Gary Koch.
Let's take a look at this stroke here. Got that finger down the shaft. You'd think he had learned from Tiger's putt a little bit, but
yeah, well, I think he's looking for it to go a little left.
Nothing is going right now for even par for the day, which is not good compared to a lot of players.
All right, so Austin will remain at 10 under. And we go up to 18.
And Tim Clark playing with Mark Calcavecchia. Chance for birdie, get it to 10 under.
And he's just even par for the day, too. You shoot even out here today, you're going to get stampeded.
It seems like you're either shooting even or you're shooting lights out.
Just moves a little bit to the right, just outside the hole. Yeah, we started out about 3 or 4 inches, and 1 or 2 would have been a little nicer. Maybe a little too much pace, Mark, huh?
Just a hair, Johnny. Got to be a disappointing day for Tim Clark.
The first round leader with that 62, which tied the then course record, which of course has been eclipsed by Zach Johnson with his 60 today.
It was a nice tee shot Tim Clark hit in there to not make that putt. Sort of deserved a birdie.
This for a nice 63 by Mark Calcavecchia.
What's this, Mark? Just inside left or something?
Well, you know, Johnny, it's going right, definitely. It's one of those you really have to commit yourself to it. I mean, if you hit it firm, it's just inside left. If he tries to die it a little, I think he needs to put it on the edge.
It's an awkward putt, I think, at this stage of the day, and been a long day for him. And Be pretty easy to miss this.
And a big day for Calcavecchia. Who's going to have a spot in the final group tomorrow with Tiger Woods. They're good friends.
That was some great playing and great putting through 54 holes. Just 79 putts in 54 holes for Calc at his age, 47. That is some great putting.
He was the only player, Johnny, in the field to play in that first Tour Championship 20 years ago in San Antonio. He finished tied for 5th and earned $68,800. He is in line for a huge payday tomorrow. Now here's Tiger. Final group here.
Got a 3-iron out.
Can't hardly see it in that bright light.
This is online if it's up.
It's up. It is just a little offline to the left.
That's a great shot. That's just so nice to see that kind of performance out of him. Let's take a look at this swing again. He does drop down right here with his head and squat a little bit. There's the down move, and then he just drives down, makes that really pretty big divot, really, for a 3-iron. That was really nice. Just trapped it on there.
Woody Austin.
Hybrid club here. Another good-looking shot.
Nice shot, Tiger, but I'm inside of you.
It's a nice way to finish on this tough hole. It's 223 yards right back into the sun.
So the projected standings have Tiger obviously winning the $10 million bonus. And he's in great shape to win this Tour Championship again and pocket another $1.26 million. So Johnny, really the race is on behind Tiger Woods to see how guys can finish not only in this Tour Championship, but in the $35 million that'll be paid out for the very first time in this first ever FedEx Cup tomorrow, when their standings are finally the final deal there in the FedEx Cup.
Well, the FedEx Cup has been super exciting, if you ask me. There's been some super play this month. Tiger Woods had the best season going into this series, the PGA playoffs, and he deserves to win, really, and he is winning, and he pretty much has won.
Especially when you consider that he is 40 of 43 when leading going into the final round of a PGA Tour event. He's never lost a lead of 2 shots or more anywhere going into the last round, and right now he's got the 3-shot lead over Calcavecchia, who he'll play with tomorrow.
Well, he knows how to finish off a golf tournament. He knows how to finish off a round. He birdied this hole yesterday, right? And of course, he's now probably going to make birdie again. And this is a long par 3. It requires this precise shot under pressure, and he just delivers. It's a pretty darn good scene here, isn't it? You know, you can get close to Tiger. People are just hanging right over the green. We're seeing super shots by Clark. All these shots, just, these guys are knocking it stiff. It's not that easy.
And we remind you tomorrow that 12:30 Eastern Time, NBC Sports has a memorable look at Bobby Jones, the life and times of Bobby Jones, who played his first and last rounds of golf right here at East Lake. And then the final round of this Tour Championship, presented by Coca-Cola, comes your way at 1:30 Eastern Time with Tiger and Mark Calcavecchia in that final group. So Tiger here at 6 under, trying to shoot a 7 under round of 63. This would be a 64, a 63, and a 63 for the first 3 rounds of this championship. Amazing. Even with the easy conditions, it's still amazing golf.
No, he did it easily today. Roger Maltby just hardly made a putt over 7 feet, I don't think. Nothing. 7 or 8 feet, and that's a pretty good round to shoot 63 without making anything over 8 feet.
And he'll break the 54-hole tournament record in the Tour Championship by 6 shots if this goes in.
Roger, you right there behind the green?
I am, John. This one should move a little bit to his right. But as you say, he hasn't made much today. And 6 under on the round, the putt to go 7, it just speaks volumes about how well he's striking the ball.
Especially driving the ball. The driver's just been phenomenal.
This for his third 63 in the last 4 rounds.
This is a great worm's eye view here. Got to hit it just outside left edge. Tried to take that lower line he talked about, and he did not get it outside left edge. He started that thing maybe inside left, and that's disappointing for him. He's not too happy about that.
Even with a miss, Tiger follows up his lowest 36-hole total on the PGA Tour with his lowest 54-hole total as well. 19 under, 3-day total of 191.
You don't see him miss short putts on the last hole real often, Roger.
No. I'm just checking my yardage book here. Is it wrong? It said 223, not 123. What are these guys doing getting it this close back there?
I know we've seen a ton of good shots on this hole. You can see Tiger. He does not like missing that putt. He did, I think, misread it. He thought he could jam it in there inside left edge.
This for a 69 for Austin. Nicely done on the final hole. Again, he will be asked by PGA Tour officials about what happened at the par 5 15th. But a 69 right now for Woody Austin. And remember, he began the day the closest to Tiger, 3 behind. Now he's 8 behind Tiger Woods. So look at our 3rd round leaderboard. Tiger in command of this Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. He'll play with Calcavecchia with his 63, trailing by 3. Tomorrow on NBC, the Life and Times of Bobby Jones again begins at 12:30 Eastern Time. And then at 1:30 Eastern Time, we've got the final round of this Tour Championship. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, at your local news. Then tonight at 8/7 Central, it's Most Outrageous Moments, followed by Law and Order, CI, and Media. So for our entire NBC crew, Dan Hicks saying so on from Eastlake. You've been watching Golf's Best on NBC Sports. And who's better than that guy? Tiger Woods poised to lift the first FedEx Cup.